Hello everybody, my name is Dr. Maria Marcano Olivier and I'm the module coordinator for the Level 4 core module Introduction to Psychology. Today I'm going to give you an overview of what you can expect from taking this course. During this module, you will cover 5 different types of psychology. These include social psychology, cognitive psychology, biological psychology, developmental psychology, and personality and individual differences psychology. One of the great things about this module is that each area of psychology is delivered by one of our specialists in that subject area. This gives you the opportunity to learn different areas of psychology from our experts, and also gives you the opportunity to learn some of the members in the department, which is going to be crucial for you as you start Level 4. I am Marielle, your module coordinator, which means that I oversee the delivery of this module. I am also the Level 4 year tutor, so I am the member of staff that you go to if you feel that you might be having problems that your personal tutor can't help you to resolve, for example, concerns about modules or assessments. I also specialise in eating behaviour and mental well-being, as well as social psychology. I will deliver 5 lectures in this module. The first lecture will cover an introduction to the module so that you know what to expect, and also an introduction to the psychology of attraction and relationships. In our second lecture, we will be covering the psychology of behaviour within groups, so the structure of social groups and how people interact within a social group, and also behaviour between groups. Why is there tension between some groups? Why is there competition between some groups? And why do we see racism and other types of hateful behaviour between groups? Our third lecture will cover social judgments and behaviour. So this is how we gain information about the social world and make judgments about the behaviour of others. Then you'll have a break from me and you'll have a series of guest lecturers who I'll also give you a bit of information about in the rest of this video. For your penultimate lecture, I will tell you about the psychology of personality and individual differences. This will include information on the Big 5 personality theory and mental health. Then, our final lecture will be a revision lecture. During this, I will give a brief overview of everything covered in the module, and I will also give you tips on how to revise for your exam. After your social psychology lectures, you will then move on to cognitive psychology. Your first guest lecturer in cognitive psychology is Dr. Emma MacDonald. She's the psychology course director for your undergraduate course, and she specialises in statistics and dyslexia research. She will deliver your first cognitive psychology lecture on memory. In this lecture, you'll learn about models of memory and issues with memory. For example, people who have experienced brain injuries and have problems forming new memories, and also contemporary issues such as memory in a forensic setting, such as eyewitness testimony and giving evidence in court. Your next guest lecturer in cognitive psychology is Amy Louise Simkis. Amy Louise is one of our psychology technicians. She's a very experienced researcher and she's currently completing her PhD at BCU. Amy Louise specialises in what influences our attention and what can distract us. For example, she has completed research in glucose levels and attention. She is our department expert who will be delivering your lecture on sensation, perception and attention. Amy will define and explain each of these to you and also cover ways that your perception can be deceived. Our final cognitive psychology lecturer is Dr. Silvio Aldrovandi. He is the deputy head of the psychology department and specialises in judgment and decision making as well as social cognition. He will be leading your lecture in thinking and problem solving. Silvio will cover how we solve problems and also discuss errors in cognition that lead to errors in problem solving. Next, you move on to biological psychology. Dr. John Galvin will deliver all of your biological psychology lectures. John is our employability coordinator for psychology students and specialises in population health and healthcare practices. In his 2 biological psychology lectures, he will cover the brain anatomy and nervous system, and in his second lecture, he will cover the biological foundations of emotion. Following your biological psychology lectures, you will receive 2 lectures in developmental psychology from Dr. Emily Harrison. She is the Deputy Course Director, so she works alongside Emma MacDonald to direct your undergraduate psychology course. She specialises in the area of childhood literacy development, and she will deliver 2 lectures, one on early years, where she will cover infant social development as well as social awareness, and one in school years, where Emily will cover cognitive development and moral development. Following this, you will return to your lectures from me on personality and individual differences psychology, and then your review lecture, which we discussed at the beginning of this video. Now I'll move on to discuss module structure. Every week you will be delivered a lecture online. Each one of your guest lecturers will record a lecture for you and set some work for you to do associated with the lecture. This will not be marked work and it will not be compulsory, but simply you might be asked to watch a video, engage in a task, or engage in discussion on a forum. You will also have a weekly seminar. This will take you around 1 hour to complete, and it complements the lecture content with discussion, activities, and opportunities to ask questions and debate within small groups. You will find this information on Moodle and also find instructions as to how to engage safely online with these activities. Now I will discuss assessments. There will be 5 online quizzes covering each topic that we've covered in class. So there'll be an online quiz for social psychology, developmental psychology, cognitive psychology, biological psychology, and personality and individual differences psychology. Each of these quizzes will be made available after your final lecture on that topic. These quizzes are online and open book. This will help us to see if you have understood the topic and also help you practice your information gathering and revision skills. Each quiz is worth 5% of your overall module mark, making 25% of your total module grade. Then you have a final exam. Your final exam will cover all topics covered in the module. This will be made up of 50 multiple choice questions and 5 short answer questions. Each short answer question will cover one of the areas of psychology covered in lecture. You will have 2 hours to complete this exam, and this exam constitutes the remaining 75% of the total module grade. The image to the side of the screen is your required reading for this module. This book covers all of the information that we cover in the module. This is Essential Psychology 3rd edition, and this will be required to help you to revise for your assessment. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope that now you understand what you can expect from this module and how this module will be delivered to you. My name is Dr. Maria Marcano Olivier, and I'm very excited to begin teaching you in September.